So good morning to all of you. As I told that one more video I'll be posting and your chapter of cyber ethics will be completed. So the part which is left here, today we will be discussing about the different types of licenses which can be used for releasing any open source software or a free software, or the different types of softwares which we discussed earlier. So there are many softwares under which these means many types of licenses basically under which these softwares can be released. So we are going to discuss today the popular ones. So the first one is GNU, General Public License. GNU is not an acronym for means basically it's not an acronym, but if you want, the full form will be GNU's not Unix. Means Unix is a different operating system and GNU has given a different operating system just to differentiate Unix and your GNU. This term was given, and the license is here GPL, which stands for General Public License. Basically, you first try to understand what is a license. It is basically an agreement between the developer of the software and the end user. End user means the people who are going to use it once the software is released in the market. So what type of permissions, what type of restrictions they are going to impose on their software once it is released, that only means the terms, conditions are been given in these licenses. Okay, so the first one, as I told, is GNU General Public License. Here restrictions are there. So four restrictions which I have given here. First one is the user is free to copy the software. They can distribute the software however you want. Okay, to copy in a CD or you online transfer it to someone. So you can distribute it. Charge a fee to distribute the software. It depends on you. If you want to charge a fee, it depends totally on you. Then make whatever modifications you want. Like the software which I'm having the source code. I have seen I have observed how the software is working, and if I want to make some modifications so that it will work according to my requirement, so I'm free to do that. Next one is lesser general public license. It is also under GNU only, but here why lesser term is used, because here restrictions are lesser in comparison to GPL. In this GPL, the previous one is known as standard GPL, and this one is known as lesser GPL. Why lesser general public license? Because here restrictions are less. Permissions will be given in less quantity to the end user. Okay, so why these lesser things are given? Because this is used in proprietary software also. How we know that the proprietary software, we don't give the source code to the user, to the end user, but suppose in the proprietary software you are including some free software as well, so that part which you have included in the proprietary software which will be released under this license. Okay, so basically this is used in libraries in the sense, you must have noticed that when you download or you create a software, that time many linking libraries files are there with the extension .dln and all. So basically it is used for those type of softwares, and that's why it is known as GNU libraries, or formerly called library GPL. Next we have BST license. Here we have lesser permissions and we have two versions of it. First one is new or modified BST license, and second one is simplified or free BST license. In the first one, that is new or modified BST license, user is allowed to copy, modify whatever he wants. But one more thing is there, that if he is going to use this software in any derived work, derived, I have already told what is the meaning of derived work. If the user is going to use this license or that software which is released under this license, and he or she wants to use the name of the contributors, they have to take permission. Okay, they have to take permission from the real creator of the software. Another version, which is simplified or free BST license, their user is allowed to do whatever he wants, and the last clause which was there in new or modified BST license is removed. They cannot use, means they can use the creator's name without their permission also. Next we have MIT license. MIT license, as you know, it is the most probably most loose and more permissive than other licenses. The things which you here, one thing you have to keep in mind, you have to take the license, then only these things can be done. Like you can use, copy, modify the software however you want. You can give the software away for free or sell it. The only restriction is that it has to be accompanied by the license agreement, as I told. Last one is Apache license. Apache license, if you remember, we had downloaded open office from this Apache. So here also the rules which are given, rights are perpetual. Once the rights have been, the license given to you, nobody can take it away from you. You can use it for means lifelong. Then rights are worldwide. You have taken the permissions in one country and you are moving to another country, that time license won't be taken to you. It will work worldwide. Then rights are granted for no fee or royalty. What does it mean? That in the beginning, if they're charging some nominal fee, next time if you're going to distribute or copy, no fee will be charged. Or in the beginning also they can means no charges can be there. Then rights are non-exclusive. I have taken the license, it doesn't mean that the second person cannot take the license. I'm not the sole owner of that license. Many people can be there. Then rights are irrevocable. Once it has been given, nobody can take it away from you. So these are the 5 licenses given in your book. Go through once with all these licenses. Okay, these are the licenses released or used for releasing the open source software. Next, we have the difference between public domain software versus proprietary software. Public domain softwares are free. No copyright, no patents are required. It is available online, use it. But proprietary software, we know that source code is not available and you have to purchase the licensed version to use it. Next, we have freedom of information and digital divide. Now, if I'll give any work to you, you will Google it. Many things will be shown. That is basically information and you're free to use it. But same thing is not for every people. Those who are living in rural areas, they have slow network connection or any other reason, they are not having the equal access to that information which you are using while sitting in a city and all. So that difference between the people who are having a proper access to the information available on internet and those who cannot access that information equally as you are doing, that difference is basically known as digital divide. Okay, so a proper definition is given in your book. Digital divide is an economic and social inequality with regard to access to, use of, or impact of information and communication technologies. Then why this digital divide? What are the reasons? First reason is technology reach. Earlier we were using 3G technology, then we started 4G, 4G plus. After some days 5G will also be there, but it will take time to go to the rural areas. By that time they will be using the previous technology only, so they will have lesser access to the information available on internet. Another reason can be the digital literacy. Digital literacy means those who are not knowing, those who are digitally illiterate, those who don't know how to use these features available on internet, will they be able to use it? No. So there are people who are not able to access these information because of digital illiteracy also. So these are the two reasons why digital divide exists in our society, why people don't have equal access to the information available on internet. So with this, I have completed the chapter. I hope in online classes, this cyberethics chapter only will be means revised, because this chapter only will come for PT2. I'll try to give the exercise part also in PDF format, which you will note down in your copy. So I think your syllabus also completed. Revise everything and we will continue with the online classes. Wherever you have doubt, you can ask us, means ask your subject teacher. There we will clear it. So thank you. Have a nice day.